know you guys have already seen the thumbnail, you done read that title, and you see my nephew right here next to me. Guess what, folks? We cooking out the cookbook. Hey, so look, I'm gonna let him go ahead and describe everything because he does such a great job at doing that. Listen, we ain't got no script or nothing like this, but check it out. Just think about grabbing yourself the cookbook if you haven't already got it. Just, got one already, and then you get a chance to, cook along with us.
Yes, sir. The link will be in the description box. Today's the coldest day of the year so far here in Virginia. I brought Uncle AB out to Chesapeake, Virginia, all the way from sunny LA. Nice and cold and rainy today. Perfect day for some chili, and that's what we're making for you guys today.
Hey, so look, you know what? Look, I ain't finna over talk or nothing like that. I want you guys to go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and pan down and go over some of these ingredients right here, right? So look, as you can see, we put it all out here. You guys been following my channel, I like to have all my ingredients, have it all lined out. This is what keeps it from being a chore, right? So look, we got ground beef. Hey, for those of you guys that don't eat that, I know the pork police, they out there, but check this out. We got that bacon right here, brown sugar. We got our veggies over here. We got garlic. Hey, you know what? Do some talking, bro.
We got black beans, red kidney beans, all the seasonings you'll need. We'll go over those too, and all the specific measurements and ingredients will be in the description box for you guys below. A little tomato paste, crushed tomatoes, fire roasted tomatoes, and my secret ingredient, a little tomato soup.
Here's the book, we got it laid out for you. This is one of the cool things about it, like how many people really got a book that you can actually follow, right? So this is here, then you can follow it on YouTube as you're watching this video right now anyway. Hey, so first thing we're gonna do is, what did you put this on, a medium-high heat?
Yep.
All right, so look, I know you probably don't do yours like this, but I start my bacon off like this. Do you?
Yeah, just throw it right on in there.
Oh, okay.
So we got this on medium-high. Just give it a few minutes, allow the bacon to get nice and crispy, render some of that fat, and that'll be the flavor for the rest of the chili.
Okay, so look, this look like it's cool. Hey, we all know once we take this out of here, put this on this paper lined plate, it's gonna start to crisp up, get hard anyway. So I guess we'll just cut this down and add it back to the chili later. For those of you guys who don't do pork, that's okay. Don't even, I guess you could like really skip this. I was gonna say don't put it in there, but yeah, we started out with the fat one.
For those of you guys that are not trying to, that are avoiding the pork, you go with beef bacon.
That's the thing right there.
Since we're adding ground beef to it. The key here is to make sure that the ground beef is making good surface area contact with the skillet. Like you said, get that nice layer of crust. It's gonna help develop some texture and flavor, and give your ground beef some color. Nobody wants gray ground beef in their chili, so you get a nice little char on there, everybody's happy. All right, guys, so we're using 80-20 ground beef. I should have said that from the jump. But as you can see, we got some nice color on the ground beef, and that's exactly what you want to see. That's gonna develop nice flavor, texture, and color. We're gonna go ahead and break this up. If you want to, you can drain some of that excess fat that the ground beef is gonna render during the cooking process. And now it's about time to go in with those veggies. All right, so as you can see, we have our ground beef browned up nicely. Uncle AB is gonna help me out and add the veggies to the party. We got some green bell pepper, red bell pepper, a yellow onion, and a couple jalapenos. If you want it to be extra spicy, you can add more jalapenos. If you don't want it spicy at all, then you can leave them out. We'll keep it kind of mild today because I know you're not that into spice. I don't want to run you out of here, you just got here. How often do you make chili at the house?
More often than most people think.
Yeah, because I know in LA it doesn't really get too cold. It gets chilly, but it doesn't get too cold.
But check it out, I like chili though, man. So I probably make it about 5 times a year.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Most of the time it's probably warm.
Right. Just when you get a craving.
Right.
And for the seasonings, we have a little ground beef bouillon, some cumin, some smoked paprika, a little chili powder, and some of my secret ingredient, which is a little cinnamon. So I learned that this lady, when I was working at a bank back in the day, she won the chili cook-off. Her name was Miss Eileen. And she would always win the chili competitions in the office. And I would always ask her for the recipe. And one of the secret ingredients in her recipe was cinnamon. So ever since then, I started adding it to my chili.
You know what?
Shout out to Miss Eileen.
Shout out to Miss Eileen. Okay, so look, you guys see we got the book. This is one of the cool things. You get to cook along, cook along with us, right? So we got the ingredients here. And then for once, look, we wrote down the steps. Everything is here. Step 1, 2, and 3. Makes a great chili. Now, if you guys come on over here, I'm gonna just start, look, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding in the garlic, right? Got your garlic. That's Matt working that in. And by the way, listen, this is Matt's little secret recipe right here, right? You know,
you guys win the chili cook-off, make sure you give me a shout out.
Right. So look, I know the recipe says about a teaspoon or whatever. If it's heaping, it shouldn't make that much of a difference, right?
Yep. And it's the low sodium better than bouillon. So some of that better than bouillon products are pretty salty. I like to buy the low sodium versions. That way you can kind of, you know, make sure the salt isn't too present in the dish.
Right.
Kind of add your own.
Hey, look, and both of you and I have built these channels on low sodium, bro.
Right. Speaking of low sodium, we're gonna add a little bit of all-purpose seasoning to the party, which is also low sodium.
Ooh, did you like that plug, bro?
A lot of onion powder, a lot of garlic, things of that nature. And then offset the heat.
Gotta come with that brown sugar.
About 2 or 3 tablespoons of that. Got a nice smokiness from the smoked paprika. We're gonna add some liquid smoke here in a second. Some sweetness from that brown sugar. Plenty of heat from the jalapeno. Let's work that in.
Okay, so look, now's the time for, hey, this right here, everybody sleep on this. This that liquid smoke. This right here is fire.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and give it just a,
Dashes
one more.
of that. There you go.
Here we go.
Why the hell not?
Why the hell not?
So just like you said, AB, we're layering flavors. We got some spice from the jalapenos. We got some sweet from the brown sugar. You just added in the liquid smoke. Now it's time to start going in with our tomato products. So I'm going in with about 3 tablespoons or so of tomato paste. That's gonna add some nice concentrated tomato flavor. And then you're gonna chase me with some crushed tomatoes.
Here we go.
Now we're starting to look like a chili.
Hey, so look, one of the things that I tell everybody that's on my channel, you gotta have the right tools for the job, right?
There you go.
So you gotta get yourself some of these rubber spatulas, some of the ones that shape like spoons, all of that.
Yes, sir. Now, I know there's gonna be some folks from Texas in the comments that are gonna tell us that beans don't belong in chili.
Ha.
I get that comment all the time, but we are in Virginia today, so guess what? We're gonna add some beans to the mix.
Hey, but you know what? I gotta say this though. A lot of people come to my channel, and when I say that, the first thing they tell me is, hey, I'm from Texas and I do beans.
I think it depends on where you're from in Texas.
Right.
Before we add the beans though, I'm gonna go in with a can of tomato soup. I
so
really
you-
like the texture that brings.
Right.
It's almost like using, instead of using like, tomato sauce, the tomato soup adds a nice little element to the flavor profile. So I'm gonna add that in there. Then we're gonna add our beans.
All right, here we go.
Give that a good mix. And now
That
we
right
got
there.
some chili.
That right
Nice
there
and
is
thick.
looking fire, bro.
Yes, sir.
I can hear it right now. You hear that? You hear what it's screaming?
Yep.
It's screaming time.
Yep.
That's it now. And when I say time, I mean it's thinking about, it need to be on the stove for about an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Hour and a half.
Let it simmer away, let those beans get tender, let all those flavors come together and marry.
Okay, so look, it's about ready, right? So now we're gonna go with the fire. The fire roasted. Hey,
Just for you.
hey, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So we're gonna put in about a half a can, right?
Yep.
Hey,
And
you
if
know
you're
what?
not one
I
of
like
those
to-
people that like chunky tomatoes, you can leave this out, but personally I like to have a little tomato chunks in mine.
You know what? And you know what? To be honest with you, man, I don't really eat tomatoes, but I love fire roasted tomatoes. I love them stewed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I'm in love with ketchup.
Now last but not least, I would either go in with 6 to 8 ounces of Mexican beer, something like a Corona, or a little beef broth. This is gonna thin it out a little bit, stretch it, allow it to simmer, let all those flavors come together.
Right.
And we're gonna have a nice big pot of chili on our hands here in about an hour or two.
You promise?
I promise.
All right. Hey nephew, I see you didn't gave me these 2 things right here. Check it out. I know that I'm one with the W sauce.
Yeah.
But this right here, I'm gonna let you have that. So look, you go ahead.
Keep it light for you.
There you go. You know what? I can take it though, man. There
Frank's
you
Red Hot is pretty much the most mild hot sauce on the planet.
Okay.
You guys let us know in the comments what's the most mild hot sauce in your opinion. Or
Hey,
what's
what
your favorite hot sauce is.
Hey, what about that rooster? That little rooster.
What's over there?
Oh, I got it. That's right.
So get at a good mix, throw a lid on there and just let it simmer away on low.
Just to let me know how it is right here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's it right there, folks.
That's
You
an
see that
early
right
money
there?
shot right there.
Hey, how come when you get to the money shots, everybody tone change? Hey, that's how you know it's fire, folks. Yeah, this is it right here. And it ain't no fluke. Look at that.
All right, so after about an hour and a half, this is what we're looking like. It's reduced down beautifully, nice and thick. That's how I like my chili. How about you?
Hey, that's it right there. And then look, if you compare it over here to this picture right here, look at that right there.
Spot on.
Spot on.
Now the only thing left to do is plate this up, garnish it, get ourselves a taste test. Because I'm hungry.
Let's do it.
And it smells good in here, that's for sure. Ladle this in there. Don't be shy. The only thing missing is a little cornbread. I think you might got a cornbread recipe in the cookbook.
Oh yeah,
That Creole cornbread.
Don't trip.
There you go, sir.
Yeah,
man.
just the thickness and the consistency is it right here.
That's money.
That's money.
We'll garnish this up with a little sharp cheddar cheese, the way the good Lord intended. For me, I like to do a little dollop of sour cream.
Okay, nephew. Hey, ain't no need to talk about it or keep looking at it and gazing at it.
Moment of truth.
Hey, and I gotta say this, folks. Listen, he got me on sink duty, right? So check this out.
Break out the fine china.
Yes, sir.
So I like to mix my cheese with the sour cream, get that perfect bite. Here we go, moment of truth.
Man, you just put that in your mouth like that? This right here, piping hot, man.
That sour cream cools it all.
Nephew. Oh yeah. This ain't even fair. This one right here, nephew.
Award-winning chili. I need 15% of all winnings if anybody wins a chili cook-off with this recipe. I'll put my Cash App in the description box.
Nephew, that right there is fire. I can't say nothing about it. So look, if you guys hadn't figured out by now, he and I came together and we put like some of our top recipes together in the book, right? So for me on my channel, I like to just make some of his recipes and he do the, vice versa, right?
Right.
This right here, listen, I signed off. I done made a lot of chilies, but this one right here, standalone. It's hard for me to say that, bro. That right there is a chili you guys gotta,
That's high praise, I appreciate it.
Hey, I ain't gotta say nothing else. So listen, go ahead, finish this up, man. I'm finna give me another bite of this though here, right here.
If that's not endorsement enough, guys, you guys gotta pick up the cookbook, over 90 recipes from he and I, and the Best of Both Worlds cookbook. Free shipping right now with the code in the description box. Make sure you guys check it out. When you get your book, make sure you tag us on social media so we can see what you got. And when you recreate the recipes, make sure you tag us as well.
If you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, listen, there's 2 channels out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. Hey, I had to get serious with them, let them know I'm for real, folks. Hey, with that being said, guess what? I'm out. Peace.